What's up, guys? Your boy Darkskin, and today we are going to be talking about 7 Deadly Sins Season 4, Episode 1. Now, I'm gonna start calling it Season 4 for the sake of not confusing anybody, because a lot of people consider that like 4-episode filler thing, and they consider that a season. So a lot of people are calling this Season 4 and not Season 3. So I think I'm just going to start calling it Season 4, or clarify. I'll probably just clarify what I'm talking about when I say it, because I don't want anybody to get confused or anything like that. But anyways, starting out, I watched episode 1 of Season 4. Now, this episode was kind of lighthearted. It wasn't anything crazy. And I mean, I don't think the first episode of the season should be anything crazy, right? Because like, you have to understand, even season 2, right? Season 2, the first episode was literally a recap episode. So you want to start out small, lighthearted. You don't want to just jump into the mix right off the bat, right? You don't want to do that with any anime, any season. That's just not how you want to do it. So anyways, this episode, we got some. We didn't get too much information, but we got a couple of key points that I want to talk about. Starting out at the beginning. The beginning, there is a group of people that are being held as slaves, and they were captured by the demons. Now, the point I want to make about this is, if you guys don't remember, once Meliodas died, the demons started running wild. They started taking over cities, kingdoms. They just started going everywhere and doing a whole bunch of different stuff. They even ended up taking over Arthur's kingdom, Camelot. They took over that as well. So yeah, it's safe to say the demons are running around doing a whole bunch of different things, and that's where we are in the first episode of Season 4. The demons have captured some humans from a village, and they're taking them to most likely be eaten and killed. That's probably what's going to happen. But anyways, so then we have Meliodas show up, and he starts killing some of the demons along with Bon. They take out all the demons, and then they go on to take out more demons, right? So that's pretty much the first part of it. But then, moving on, right? Moving on, we have, it cuts to like the Kingdom of Lioness. And it has Hauser and Grimoire talking about the state of the kingdom. Because as you guys recall, well, if you recall, Merlin says in the last season, talking to Escanor about how just because I've pretty much fixed the entire kingdom doesn't mean that the hearts of the people are fixed. Basically saying that there's mental trauma that came along with all of the stuff that's happening. So I can heal the material, physical stuff, but as far as the mentality and the mental aspect of it, that's gonna take way longer to heal. So that's pretty much what's going on there. You know, just little back and forth exchange, nothing crazy. Then it pans back to Bon and Meliodas eating and talking, and Meliodas is reminiscing about the stuff that he's done, talking about when he killed Fraudrin, because when he killed Fraudrin, like, I feel like Fraudrin deserved to die, but like, Meliodas didn't really kill him. He like murdered him, if that makes sense. Like, he showed no remorse. He just like obliterated him. So he's reminiscing about that a little bit, and then Bon and him are just talking about everything that's going on and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool exchange of words. It was kind of like a mini recap. They didn't really recap over the whole last season or episode, but you know, we just got a little bit of the ending, so we kind of remember where we're leaving off. Nothing crazy, like I said. Then it goes to my boy Zeldris at Camelot Castle. Now, if you guys don't know, right, I feel like I say this like every video, but anyways, King is my favorite character, yes, but Zeldris is my second favorite character, and he's my favorite commandment. You cannot look at Zeldris and tell me that like he just doesn't have a drip. My boy Zeldris is clean. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to do. Zeldris is just clean. That's just how it is. So moving on, He's talking about how Grey Road is dead, that man, Galland is dead, Derriere and Monspeed are nowhere to be found, just things like that. There's just a whole bunch of things going on. He doesn't know who's killing all of these demons because they killed Meliodas, right? They don't know that Meliodas is alive. Meliodas and then, a couple of key people like Merlin know that once Meliodas dies, he revives. That they're the only people that know that. Zeldris and them don't know that. So as far as they're concerned, Meliodas is dead, so they don't know who's killing demons and who's taking out all of these places and strongholds. They don't know what's going on. So that's where that is too. Then he goes to see Estarossa. If you guys don't remember, Estarossa comes and he fights Escanor. And Escanor pretty much claps him. So, yeah, he's like in a healing chamber, kind of like Dragon Ball Z, when they put you in that chamber where he's kind of in one of those, right? He's just sitting in the water, having him trying to heal. He hasn't woken up since the Escanor attack, so Zeldris is like, I'm gonna need this man to wake up, basically. But, yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on when they pan to Zeldris, but then they pan back to, a farm, per se, and there's a whole bunch of demons, right? And the demons are taking more people. That's just the state that we're in right now. So the demons are taking the people, and lo and behold, the 7 deadly sins show up. Now, the only people that show up are Ban, Merlin, Escanor, Meliodas, and Gother. King is gone, and Diane is gone. So, anyways, the 5 7 deadly sins that are there, they show up, and they basically just start bodying people. They just start killing all the demons. Meliodas ends up using full counter. Escanor cuts a big old demon in half. You already know. So everybody's in there. Everybody's getting some stuff going on. Pretty cool. Then they pan to, they cut to Kingdom of Lioness again, right? To talk about who the next Holy Knight commander is going to be, right? Because if you guys don't recall, it was supposed to be Guild Thunder. Guild Thunder was like the next in line for the Holy Knight commander. But Vivian teleported Guild Thunder somewhere. We don't know where Guild Thunder is. She teleported them, took them, they're gone. So, they don't really know. They have to appoint someone as the commander. So what they did is they ended up appointing Hauser. Now, Hauser is the temporary commander right now because he's not too reliable, but they think he has the potential to be good. They didn't put Dreyfus in that position or Hendrickson because, Hendrickson and Dreyfus both said they have no intention of being the Holy Knight commander, let alone are they worthy of that position. So there's how that goes. But after that, right after the meeting, after everybody leaves, the King of Lioness talks to, or Elizabeth's dad, whatever you can call it, talks to the 7 deadly sins, excluding Diane and King. He's talking to them saying, this morning I saw a forecast, basically saying I saw a premonition. If you guys, that's like the correlation. Anyways, he says he saw a premonition or whatever, that when the mist swallows the city and covers the entire capital, the 7 deadly sins will gather again. Meliodas immediately says King and Diane. Now, after this exchange, it actually pans to the Fairy King Forest, right? Where King is in a hot spring, standing there in a hot spring, and then, funny enough, Diane shows up in the same hot spring, and she's naked. King is also naked. So they see each other. I'm not gonna spoil too much about what's going to happen after this episode. I'll be making videos on that later. But they see each other. They obviously get embarrassed, yada yada yada. But I do want to point out 7 Deadly Sins Season 4 is basically making up or setting up for a major arc. if I had to pick my favorite arcs, this would probably be my favorite arc. Or it would first or second. There's 2 arcs that are my favorites. I don't know if this one is the first or second, but it's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite arc. So, guys, make sure you guys stay tuned, because when it happens, it's gonna happen. Trust me when I tell you. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.